There's this super underrated profitable online business that is a game changer for busy 9-to-5er and entrepreneurs ready to level up. It only takes a few hours a week to run it using AI. It's seriously the top side hustle you could get into, especially if you're already swamped with a full-time job. So, you're probably wondering what this is all about. I'll get into it in a moment, but first let me introduce myself. My name is Oliver, and I am part of Andrew Darius's team. Over the past 20 years, Andrew has served more than 57,000 customers, sold over 207,000 digital products, another 91,000 as an affiliate, and created a newsletter with 254,000 subscribers. The business we are talking about today is a newsletter, but a newsletter created in a new way. By taking care of all the writing, AI can cut down 90% of the time you'd normally spend running a newsletter. So after putting in the work into the initial setup, it requires very little of your time. Imagine generating passive income just by increasing the size of your email subscriber list. Numerous newsletters and success stories show that this side hustle could definitely evolve into a seriously profitable full-time business. Let's be honest, you're far from alone in wanting to escape the 9-to-5 routine and live life your way. But we all know that only a select few will actually break free and make time for the people they care about. Chances are you've given that dream project a shot only to find yourself consumed by the daily grind. It leaves you feeling trapped, exasperated, and downright disheartened. Financial freedom seems more like a distant fantasy than a reachable goal. I know because I've been there when I was starting. Look, if this resonates with you, you're not the only one, and it's not your fault. The real issue? You're getting bogged down because copycat gurus are peddling outdated mantras. Starting right now, you've got the keys to your own financial freedom. Imagine ditching that daily grind and living a life where you're the one in control. But let's be clear, that life-altering change in your life can only happen if you dare to step outside your comfort zone, be bold enough to take action, and put in the work, especially at the beginning, so AI can do 90% of the work for you later. Stick with me for the next few minutes. You'll be glad to hear what I've got to share. First, let's talk about why starting an email newsletter is a smart move right now. First off, it's super easy to get started. All you need is a computer, a free starter account to a newsletter platform, and an AI app I will share later in this video. Also, you own your subscribers list. Facebook, YouTube, and other platforms control who sees your content. But with a newsletter, your audience chooses to hear from you, which means you can reach them directly whenever you want. Many people don't realize that to start profiting from a newsletter, you just need a few hundred people on the list, and it goes up from there. You can start a newsletter while working full-time, and when you're ready to leave your job, you can transform it into a full-fledged freedom business. That's why newsletters are now the best side hustle. Your newsletter subscribers list is a valuable thing to have. You can use it to earn money every month, or even sell the newsletter itself in the future. Speaking of selling newsletters, you don't need a large newsletter to sell it on a newsletter sales marketplace like Deuce.com. Even small newsletters are reportedly sold on that platform. Listen, I'd like to take a moment to give you an important disclaimer. I gave you info about some impressive numbers Andrew has done over the past 20 years. These sales numbers belong to him. I want to be crystal clear. I'm not guaranteeing that you'll achieve similar or any results by using our AI software or working with Andrew. I make no promises about results. However, what I can promise is to give you the best software for crafting your newsletter content. Plus, Andrew will share his knowledge and successful tips to help you along the way. Remember, results are not typical and are determined by your own actions. So starting a newsletter is a fantastic side hustle opportunity. But how do you go about writing one? You know, when you're trying to write newsletters, it feels like you're stuck with 4 bad choices. Just go with ChatGPT. But let's be real, you can't craft quality newsletters with just a single prompt. Use general AI platforms, but most are essentially just ChatGPT under a different interface, and the quality is weak. Hire a freelancer to write for you. But they are either very expensive and do a great job, or you'll just waste money on the cheap ones. Do it all yourself as the last choice. But it's a big commitment, and who has time for that, especially with a full-time job? Before I give you the real solution, let me clarify. It's entirely possible to craft a newsletter with ChatGPT if you're good at what I call prompt acrobatics. But even if you're great at prompt acrobatics, using ChatGPT for newsletters can take up a lot of your time. Andrew used ChatGPT every day for several months, and getting to the finished content always felt slow for him. After dealing with this day in and day out for months, he thought, there has to be a better way. And that's when the idea for the newsletter Linchpin AI app was born. After pouring 6 months into its development, the newsletter Linchpin AI app is the only one on the market with features like the AI curation matrix, idea processor, and Andrew's tried-and-true writing workflows. These workflows have been tested and refined on hundreds of writings, ensuring you can produce top-quality newsletters that people will want to read. With the newsletter Linchpin AI app, you simply enter links from YouTube or web pages, specify the topic and style you prefer, hit start, and it crafts your newsletter for you. Further down this page, you'll find a recording of a live face-off between ChatGPT and newsletter Linchpin AI, where they both create newsletters using 3 video sources. The superior quality of newsletter Linchpin AI is striking. But first, let me show you a quick glimpse inside the app. On this page, you can select the number of YouTube videos and/or web pages to include content from in your newsletter. You also have the option to provide the topic of the newsletter issue yourself or have the idea processor generate it for you. On this page, you assign a title to your newsletter for organizational purposes and select the version of GPT you wish to use for the issue. On this page, you specify the style and style description. Provide 1 or more links to videos and web pages that contain information, and select the topic of the newsletter. The style can be specified either as the name of a known person, such as Andrew Darius, or a general tone like conversational, humorous, etc. The style description should be self-explanatory. For instance, Andrew Darius's style is characterized as concise, thought-provoking, using simple language, and being straight to the point. After setting your preferences, simply click Start, and the newsletter Linchpin AI engine will begin creating your newsletter issue. Once your newsletter issue has been generated and you've fine-tuned it with AI assistance or manual edits, you'll have a ready-to-share piece that taps into the rising trend. But why are newsletters so popular at the moment? Their popularity stems from several reasons. Newsletters allow you to own your audience. On social media, you merely rent the audience and are at the mercy of the platform's rules. Your account could be banned, leading to an immediate loss of all your followers. Alternatively, your account could be shadow banned, resulting in no one seeing your posts. That's the risk with social media. You're at the mercy of algorithms and platform policies. But with your own newsletter, you bypass those risks entirely. Social media is tricky. Platforms control who sees your posts. But newsletters? They change the game. Readers opt in because they want your content, not because an algorithm decided for them. When you run your own newsletter, you unlock ways to earn that social media can't match. I'm going to show you how to do it with 7 key strategies, plus 2 bonus tactics, that I'll walk you through in our training.